Tally ho, everybody! This is a Heap of Games. I'm speaking, and I'm here to finally do the Banter Wars Series 2 draw. I've got my Ste-Zus hat here with 70 different tickets inside, each one with a different YouTuber or someone else who's entered for the Banter Wars series. There's been a few from Game Tech Mods, which is the Robot Arena 2 website where most of them go. Banter Wars trophy on show. One of these will win that trophy. There's going to be 8 heats, each with 8 different robots in them. And you may be wondering then, well, that means there's 64 in the Series 2 competition. Why have you got 70 tickets? Well, it's all going to be down to the luck of the draw, basically. If you get drawn out in the first 64 picks, then you're in the Series 2. If you're drawn after that, or, well, I can't draw any more than that, but after that, that means you're in the Sumo competition for Series 2. But don't worry, not everyone who will end up in the Series 2 list, the first 64, will enter, because I'm still waiting on a lot of intros and even some confirmations. So if anyone drops out, those who are entered into the Sumo will get first dibs on entering Series 2. So some of you will probably enter Series 2 even if you're drawn into the Sumo here. Before I go any further, I want your full support for this competition because that's all it can work on. I can't work on it without the support from at least 64 people. So thank you so much already to those who have entered your intros. They're fantastic. There isn't a single bad one. Thanks to those of you who have confirmed but are still yet to give in your intro. I'm looking forward to seeing your intro and I hope it comes soon because the sooner I get all the intros, the sooner I can start this. And just thank you for those of you who watch my Robot Arena 2 videos. They're always my most watched videos for some reason. I think each of them's now got over 100, apart from the latest, which was a grudge match. Go check that out. That was between Rusty Pielover and Burnt Waffle Gaming. Check that out there. They're both in the hat, so they're both drawn into the competition. And I'm going to ask for something that I've not asked before, because on my videos recently, sorry for all the waffling before the draw, I'm just building you up, you see. Recent videos, my videos have been in decline, my views and my likes and my comments, and I have been really struggling on YouTube recently, and I'm starting to lose that motivation because I had something and now it's not there anymore. I'm not getting the same amount of likes or comments or views, which is unfortunate. I don't know why that is. Feedback is much appreciated if you have any ideas why that could be. But what I want you to do, if you're entered into this competition, if your name comes out of this hat today, please, just for spare 5 seconds and press that like button. I want everyone who's entered in this, who sees themselves getting drawn out, please, 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 support Banter Wars, support my channel, and leave a like. I'll give you 5 seconds now just to scroll down and press that like button. It would be so much so appreciated from me and from my cameraman and everyone else associated with the series. Because the more likes and comments this series gets, the more people will see the series, the more people will see your intros and your robot battling and will hopefully go over to your channel. So please, I'll give you 5 seconds now just to scroll down and press that like button. Not even wearing a watch, why am I checking? Anyway, I hope that's given you time now to press that like button. Thank you for supporting the series. Let's get on with the draw. So I'm going to put my microphone down and probably speak a bit louder because I need 2 hands to draw out of the Ste-Zus hat. I'll turn the volume up there a bit. That's better! So, Ste-Zus hat, 70 tags, 8 heats, 8 robots per heat, and you are going to get drawn against an opponent. So, scrunch those all up. I also recommend the person you're drawn against, go check out their channel, go check out who your opponent is, what sort of stuff they do. I think that's a great way for you to meet new people, because there's a lot of people in here who do know each other, but some that don't. So if whoever you're drawn up against, go check out their videos and see what you think. First one out of the hat. First competitor to be seen on Banter Wars Series 2 will be Phantom Phoenix. So you go underneath the train there. First robot entered into Heat 1, Phantom Phoenix. Please leave a like below. Love you, Vlad. Sorry for always saying you're from Russia, by the way. And next in is Darth Ripper. He's a good lad, very much into his Star Wars, hence the name Darth Ripper. But he hasn't confirmed yet, but I'm hoping he will confirm at some point. If not, then he'll have to be taken out and a reserve from the Sumo competition will be entered. But he will be facing Phantom Phoenix if indeed he does enter. So you two go check each other out, Phantom Phoenix and Darth Ripper. Right, so that's the first battle. Second battle, the third entry into Heat A is Viddy HD. You will be drawn against my cameraman. Unfortunately, you can't check out his channel, but you are against my cameraman, James Locke. So I'm sure he'll watch this video as well and get all excited about that. There are a couple in this who don't have YouTube channels, so you be aware about that. So that's the second battle, Viddy HD against my mate Jim. The third battle in Heat A has Loser Mitt, who was one of my old collabers. So he's number 5 out of the hat, Loser Mitt. And you will be facing, he does a lot of Minecraft videos, by the way. Gotta turn this up a little bit. There we are. He will be facing the Rex Tano. Or the Rex Tano, or Tano. A very late entry, but you, Rex Tano, are up against Loser Mitt in Heat A. The final battle for Heat A will consist of, if I can grab one, Girls Love Gaming. Her robot's in the shape of a heart, with an arrow through it. So Girls Love Gaming into Heat A. And you'll face, this will take a long time by the way, but you'll see who you're drawn up against and it should be fun. You, Girls Love Gaming, are up against Game of Perfection. So Game of Perfection, who's already made an appearance in a grudge match, the Robo Dodo. The robot's gone through some improvements since then. Thank you, Game of Perfection, as well for your intro. I love it. Girls Love Gaming will be against Game of Perfection. Next up, we have Heat B. And the first entrant into Heat B is Elfblade Gaming. He does a lot of Minecraft, a lot of little other videos as well. I think he's done a pretty big variety of games. But he does do a lot of Minecraft, and that's usually the ones that I watch. He does some strange commentary, which is usually quite exciting. And he is up against... Who's this? I'll grab one at a time. Come on, hand. He's up against AJ Pats. AJ has also made an appearance. He was against Game of Perfection's Robo Dodo and won that battle via weird spinning flop. So AJ with the Trollbot is up against Elfblade Gaming in the first battle of Heat B. Next up is the second battle in Heat B, and the first in that is Young Bones Gaming. He's got a nice little black circular robot that goes upside down. And he does some pretty entertaining videos, especially the GTA ones, and does some pretty good sort of one-off indie game reviews as well. So Young Bones Gaming will be against... Who's this? Is that one? Is that just the one? There we go. YAOES, who's also made an appearance already. Lost out to Crumpet King in the Series 1 final YouTubers special. But YAOES is up against Young Bones Gaming, and that should be an interesting battle because they both have flipper weapons. So Young Bones Gaming and YAOES, just like everyone else, whoever you're up against, go check each other out and see what each other's all about. Right, so third battle in Heat B will be a person from Game Tech Mods robot. The username for him is Thrakazod, and the robot is Carnival Crusher. A pretty impressively designed robot, that one. And you will be against... Who's this one then? The Viral King. The Viral King's one of my favourite commenters on my channel. Thank you so much, Viral King, for being so interactive with me. And you've got a pretty decent robot. Still waiting on an intro from you, but you will be against, as long as you can get your intro in, you'll be against the Carnival Crusher. The last fight in Heat B will contain Gamer's Light, who's a magician, whose robot is called the Gamergician. Yeah, that one. Yes, quite a play on words, that one. So Gamer's Light, who does a lot of magic tricks. So for the person who I'm picking out now, go check out his magic tricks, unless you already know him, of course. In which case, still go and check out his stuff. Millimate, I'm pretty sure you two know each other. Millimate has got a strange robot with a sort of helicopter propeller on top. And you are against Gamer's Light. That should be an interesting battle. Heatsea's first robot is Rusty Pie Lover, who's just featured in the latest grudge match that I showed you earlier. His robot beat Burnt Waffle Gaming, got a pretty strong axe weapon, and that's the first one in Heatsea. And I wonder if it will be against Burnt Waffle Gaming. Let's have a look, shall we? Nope, you're against Gaming Soy, who actually does Robot Arena 2 episodes. So that should be an interesting one. A winner in a grudge match against someone who's quite experienced with Robot Arena 2. Go check each other's channels out. You are facing each other. Next up, second battle in Heatsea. We have Lasers and Everything, or Rivex as I often call him. He does a few interesting videos. He came back recently to YouTube after a bit of a break, I believe. And he's got some pretty good content, so I think this person should go check him out, and vice versa. Verchix. Now Verchix actually made a real model of his robot, which I thought was spectacular. Hopefully he'll have that in his intro. I'm assuming he will do. Next up, the fifth entry into Heatsea, Jelson. Like Darth Ripper from earlier, Jelson hasn't actually confirmed entry into Banter Wars yet, so there's a possibility that it might not happen and one of the reserves will come in here. But for now, Jelson is the fifth entry into Heatsea and will face OK Multiplay. Now that's an unusual robot. Olivia and Kelly's robots are cluster robots, which means there's two of them and working together at the same time. This will be interesting to see. So Jelson against OK Multiplay. Go check each other out. And OK Multiplay, if you can give Jelson a nudge just to say you know, confirm your entry, that'll be lovely. Right, and the last battle in Heatsea contains Britain's worst gamer. And I'm not saying that as an insult to him, that's his actual YouTube name, Britain's worst gamer. And he will be up against... who's this? Barbie Face Killer, who, like Darth Ripper and Jelson, has not yet confirmed, so there's a chance that Barbie Face Killer will not be entered. But again, go check each other's channels out, see what you think if you haven't already seen each other. And Britain's Worst Gamer, please find Barbie Face Killer and say, "Oi, enter this competition!" Although maybe you want to avoid that because she's got quite a good robot, I do warn you. Time for Heat D. Who are we going to have first in Heat D? We have the Savage Scott, who's got a very unusual robot. And he will be up against Cyrex, who's got a robot that's the shape of the cat thing hat that he has. So that's a pretty good combination there. Two completely different styles of robot. And that'll be interesting to see who comes out on top of that one. Go check each other out and remember to like the video. Next up, second battle in Heat D. We'll have Tree Brian, whose robot is a tree, funnily enough. And he will be... thank you for the intro, by the way, Tree Brian. You will be up against Gaming Kick. Now he's... I think he's Dutch. If not Dutch, then correct me. Or maybe Belgian. I don't know. But he's got a pretty good robot. And Tree Brian Gaming Kick, that should be an interesting battle. So the third battle in Heat D will have Wastel, who has been seen before in a previous fight. Didn't do too well, mind, but that's because he's got an inferior beard. And Wastel will be up against... come on. Devozpaz. That should be an interesting matchup. Devozpaz hopefully get intro soon. Same with Wastel. But that's a good match. I believe you know each other. Still go watch each other's videos. It's always fun to do that. To sort of test out your opponent, see what their weaknesses are and all that. And the last match in Heat D will have the tutorial channel. One of my favourite channels. he's got characters like my channel does, and he does really funny little sketch bits, and I was going to say documentaries, but little, tutorial videos, I suppose. So tutorial channel, who I'm yet to get an intro from, will be up against Belcoot. And that's going to be a good lineup. Belcoot and tutorial channels. But Belcoot and tutorial, robots facing off each other. Next up, we have the 5th heat, Heat E, as long as I'm getting my numbers right. And the first one in that is Varden, who has just supplied his intro the day before I've done this video. So thank you very much, Varden. Got an excellent channel, great quality. And you are up against Angry Monkey. Angry Monkey does a lot of stuff with Ste-Zus, so it'll be interesting if they ever meet up at some point for a robot battle. So Varden against Angry Monkey is the first battle in Heat E. Second battle in Heat E, we'll have Crumpet King, the one who deleted his channel, who I really want to come back into the YouTube game. So I'm still entering him into this competition and trying to force him to do an intro for it. So Crumpet King, who actually, by the way, won the YouTuber special and is technically the YouTube champion at the moment. So he's the one to beat. He's up against Queen Blaze. Queen Blaze does a lot of Happy Wheels, and she did Mario Kart as well. She has some pretty entertaining videos. So that's an interesting lineup. Queen Blaze got a tough battle ahead of you to beat Crumpet King, who is the champion at the moment. Next up, the third battle is CKTV, Chris, who does a lot of comedy, stand-up. No, not quite stand-up. Is it like acting? It's hard to say. The sort of stuff they do on Whose Line Is It Anyway? He does stuff like that. But CKTV, with a strange headphones bot, will be up against Liternal. And I'm sure you two know each other. I'm pretty sure you do know each other. If not, then correct me and go check out each other's channels. And remember to leave a like on this video. So you two are up against each other. The last battle in Heat E will consist of, if I don't scrunch up the piece of paper, Patrick Robery, who's entered a robot called Red. I believe he does have a YouTube channel. So search up, I'll probably put a link down below. I'm not sure if Patrick Robery is the actual YouTube channel name. If it is Patrick Robery, then that's what you should put. I'll make sure you know where it is. But Red from Patrick Robery will be up against Snaville. Snaville's got a pretty decent robot with a big spinning blade on the front, and it is invertible. So it will be difficult for Patrick Robery's robot to win that battle, but it could go either way. Remember to go check out each other's YouTube channels. That concludes Heat E. Next up, Heat F. Got 3 more heats to deal out. Quite a lot of people entering this competition. Next up is Mr. Bumbles, who often changes the first part of the name from Mr. to something else, so I just tend to call him Bumbles. He's very good at little animations and stuff like that, and he plays with his girlfriend a lot, like in Sims. And he's got probably one of the most unique robots in the competition. He's got a completely different way of driving to all the others. He's up against... who's this? Next Quest, Please. He's also got a pretty unique robot with a double-jointed axe weapon. So Mr. Bumbles and Next Quest, Please, go check each other out right now. Next battle in Heat F consists of Facetious Goose, whose intro I'm especially looking forward to because they're always pretty inventive with that sort of stuff. Facetious Goose up against... I've also done a collab with them, by the way. Go check that out, Rocket League. Facetious Goose against Sojin. Sojin, the Australian whose robot is in the shape of a boxing kangaroo. So Sojin and Facetious Goose, go check each other out and have good banter. Next up is Battle 3 of Heat F, and it has Bad Wolf Gamer, who's also a late entry into this competition, but you are entered and you are now, as long as you can get an intro in Battle 3 of Heat F. And you will face... Who will you face? You will face... Vang Thor. One of my favourite channels. Criminally underrated and underviewed, but I think it's because he doesn't advertise. But Vang Thor, this is your opportunity to get yourself viewed. You are against Bad Wolf Gamer in Battle 3 of Heat F. Ste-Zus, my favourite Greek. Now, he's got a pretty good intro for his robot, pretty dramatic, and I think his robot's called the Eviscerator, which is a pretty good name for it. And he will be up against... Who's this? Burnt Waffle Gaming. Entered a grudge match against Rusty Pilover and lost, but in Series 2 and with a chance to redeem itself against Ste-Zus. So Ste-Zus and Burnt Waffle Gaming, go check each other out and like the video. So now we're getting into the last two heats. First into Heat G. I think, yeah, long as I'm getting my maths right. Alphabet right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yes, G. We have another Game Tech Mods user called Tetra10. And the robot is on here, it's Sven9. But I believe he's entered a new robot, so I'm in the middle of sorting that out. But Tetra10, you are the first robot battler in Heat G. And you'll be up against... If I can get... You'll be up against Ducks Ahoy, who's also a very lovely YouTuber. The robot's in the shape of a giant duck's head. So that'll be an interesting lineup. Ducks Ahoy, I think Tetra's got a YouTube channel. I'm not sure how much of stuff he puts up. But go check each other out anyway and see who your opponent is and get in touch. Second battle in Heat G is Stickman, whose robot is quite literally a stickman. He does quite a lot of videos, gets quite a lot of views as well. Probably some of the most I've seen in the community I'm in. You are up against... It's another, I think, Game Tech Mod user, whose name is Doodle on YouTube. The robot is called Siren. So that should be an interesting lineup. Stickman versus Siren. Next up from the hat is Mystic Sword Gaming. Don, I like your robot. It's a blue Minecraft sword, so hopefully it will slice through the opponent, whoever it may be. Let's find out. You're up against Maria the German, whose robot looks like the German flag, of course, because you know what I'm like. Maria the German, I'd love to see an intro from you soon. You are up against Mystic Sword Gaming. Both of you go check each other out and talk to each other and trash talk, because that's what I want to see. Remember, if you are interested in trash talking each other, because that's always fun, do it with the hashtag Banter Wars. I'll put that here or something. Hashtag Banter Wars if you are trash talking each other, so we can all keep the banter in one place. Next up, the last battle in Heat G. A, B, C, D, E, F. Yes, Heat G. Is Don Don Chai, who I did a reactions video to. So Don Don Chai, who does a lot of collabs with certain other YouTubers, you're up against... I wonder if you'll be against one of them. Well, I think they're all out, so... You're up against Ste-Zus, who has been in a couple of fights so far. Never really done too well. But Ste-Zus against Don Don Chai. Go check each other out. That should be an interesting battle. And the last heat. We have a few more slips left. Bad luck to those who don't get into the main series, though you still do have a chance to get into the main series if some drop out. You'll still be entered into a competition. You'll still be having your intros out there and your robot performing, so don't worry too much. And you can still win titles and prizes. Remember, you do get physical prizes from Banter Wars, assuming it happens. Get your intros in. You will get physical prizes for things like best intro or stuff like that. Next up, the first into the last heat, Heat H. The Nubmarine, whose robot looks like a submarine. You are first into Heat, that one. Heat H. And you are against Panzer Inversion, who is another one from GameTech Mods, whose name on GameTech Mods is, I believe, Dead Genocide. He's also had a robot in the challenge belt that was originally refused entry into Series 2. But you are in Series 2 and you shall have banter. Next up is Harius Awesome, one of my favourite British YouTubers. His videos are completely insane, and since you know me, I like insane. So Harius Awesome, you will be up against Golden Dragon Gaming, a regular commenter on my channel. Thank you very much to Golden Dragon Gaming for regularly commenting on my content. You are against Harius Awesome. Go check each other out, because as Harius' name suggests, you're both awesome. So go see how awesome you are. Who's this one then? Mikolas GX. I forget which country you're from, but I also know you as Catharsius, and you've got a pretty good robot and a pretty unique design. You are up against Adolf Jackler, someone who I did a Minecraft collaboration with. So Mikolas GX and Adolf Jackler. Go check each other out. And the last battle in the last heat of Banter Wars Series 2 will have me. How appropriate. It's me. I'll have my own intro up soon, by the way. So who has the honour of going through to the second round with ease? Yeah, it will happen. So the person with an easy ticket into round 2 is... It's one of the GameTech Mods people. It's Momentosis, I believe, on GameTech Mods, with the robot Nobler. Very unusual name for a robot, that. But Nobler, you are essentially into round 2. You will be facing moi. So that means for the Sumo competition, or potentially Banter Wars, depending on how many people drop out, is King of Kings 696 with the robot Chippy. Karina Bob. Mr. Meerkat. Another GameTech Mods user called Mazakari, who's entered the evil scaffolding. Sentenza Gaming. And Dom Senshi, who I believe has just changed his channel according to my ticket to Icarus AZ Side. U6, Mazakari, Sentenza, Dom Senshi, King of Kings, Karina Bob and Mr. Meerkat. You're in the Sumo competition. Go check out each other's channels. You have a great chance, a much better chance than this lot, of winning a title in Banter Wars Series 2. Unless some of these drop out, then you'll be moved into their places. So good luck to all of you. There's the lineup. I'll get it written up properly and a proper document with all your face-ups on it. Go check each other out. Do some trash talking. Let it all fly. And just generally have fun. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you soon. Good luck in the series. And I hope to see your intro soon. Bye!